Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another week on the farm. Glad you all liked last week's video. Had some cracking comments on there. Nice things said about it. Really pleased with that. So thanks for it very much. I will get round to replying to the questions when I get a minute, but I'm pretty busy at the moment. As you can see, I'm back on the hedge trimming. Going to try and get this wrapped up over the next couple of days. Yeah, so we'll get this bit of hedge trimming done, and then the next job will be getting the drill ready to start drilling. Pretty sure the new front weight's coming today, so that'll be handy. Yeah, just got to do a few finishing touches on the weaving drill to get her ready to go. We're actually on Tuesday 18th today. I did start the video yesterday, but the footage didn't save for some reason, so I was just loading some straw lorries and started off the video that way, but for some reason it didn't save. Not to worry. So yeah, there's actually the 8345 is in the field over the road with the Vadestad top down. He's cultivating some ground ready for me to drill next week. When the wind dies down a bit, I'll take the camcorder out there and get a bit of footage of it working, but it's pretty windy today, so it wouldn't sound very good. It would just be a lot of wind noise. So yeah. Yeah, so like I said, coming up on this week's video, it'll be a little bit of hedge trimming right now, but it won't be too much of that. Yeah, got jobs to do on the weaving drill. I'll try and get some footage of the 8.3 if the wind dies down, and that, and anything else that comes along, anything else that suddenly turns up. There's normally something going on. Yeah, the weeks are going by so fast at the moment. I'm glad you're you know, that you're all enjoying the style of videos that I'm doing at the moment. You know, I could do a little bit of filming every day and put up a 10-minute video every day, but I just spend my life editing videos, so I much prefer just doing a little bit of filming here and there along the week, and then edit it all on a Friday night and get it published on a Sunday evening. So it's a bit of a it's almost a bit of a podcast, best bits of the week. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying doing it. I don't know if you can see out in that field over the road, you can just about catch a glimpse of the 8.3. Don't think you can. Roaring up and down, making some dust. Yeah, so looks like we're gonna, yeah, it's making a nice seed bed, so we're gonna use the weaving drill to drill it. If the seed bed needed further work, we would have probably ended up using the Vadestad, because using the Vadestad, it's almost like running a set of discs over it and drilling it at the same time, basically. So yeah, I was just going to answer somebody's question. It was Leighton's question. What did he say? Leighton Phillips. Oh yeah, he started off by asking if Eric gets in the loader all the time. Yeah, he does quite a lot of the time. If I'm not going to be in there too long, he'll come with me. But if I was going to be in there all day, I'd just leave him at home, because he gets not really enough room for him in there. What else did he say? Yeah, nice drone shots. So what other maker combine would you like other than John Deere? I quite like the New Holland CRs, to be honest. We did have one of them on demo once, a couple of years ago, and I quite like that. I can't remember what model it was. I'm not sure if I'd have an S-Series John Deere, or maybe I would, just because it's John, you know, just for the John Deere comfort of John Deere. They've got excellent cabs on them and good GPS. But, we tried a class combine a few years ago as well, and it was alright. It's nothing special. It was only had the same output as the John Deere one that I've got now, the Walker one that I got now. So, I mean, we had to get it out of the ditch before we could even use it, because the demonstrator bloke, he managed to reverse it into the ditch, the class combine, when he was going to hook up the header. Yeah, the ditch was all covered in brambles. Well, it was quite overgrown, so he didn't realise it was actually a ditch. He just reversed up thinking it was just a patch of grass, and yeah, he ended up, the whole back of the combine was in the ditch, and we had to pull it out with the 8.3. So that was a bit of a cock up. So he didn't get off to a very good start with his demonstration. So yeah, I think if I had to have another make, it would probably be a New Holland. So there was one other thing that he said as well. Will you work the ground before drilling again? Yeah, that ground, what I was in the drone footage, what you saw in last week's video when I was picking up those branches, that ground, it's all just been dissed with the Vadestad carrier, basically just to get a chip, just to get any seeds lying on the ground to grow, you know, black grass and all that sort of stuff, and crop volunteers. And yeah, it has already been sprayed off once, but before we drill it, it will have the Vadestad top down through it, you know, and it'll have a deep cultivation. So it didn't really matter me driving on it and that. So in the past we have just gone straight in with the Vadestad top down behind combining, and then just sprayed off everything just before we drill it. But if you have a wet spell after cultivating it, it doesn't make very nice drilling, and you know, the ground just lies very wet and it doesn't dry back out properly. So yeah, we just top down like a few days before we drill now, so which makes a nice seed bed, nice fresh seed bed to drill into. So yeah, all right, well, we'll see what else we can get up to this week. A little bit of workshop stuff to do on the weaving drill. Might go and put my front weight on when it comes. I've still got the front topper on at the moment, but I'm not really using it. So yeah, alright. I'll catch you in a bit. Cheers. Morning everybody, how we doing? Hopefully you can hear me alright. It is a bit windy out. As you can see behind me, I've got the new front weight for the tractor. Looks very smart, and then it's also got this toolbox that hangs on the front of it. It's the MX multi-mass 1500, so 1.5 tons. Yeah, no, it does look very smart. Very shiny. Right. Let's have a look and see what it looks like on the front of the tractor, shall we? Right, it's on. It's looking good. Sticks out the front a fair way, but it'll be alright. Just have to cut the hedges back a bit more. Yeah, I know it's a bit overkill for just having the hedge trim on the back, but I wanted to try it out, and I'm going to be hooking up the drill next anyway, so in the next couple of days, so it'll have to be on there anyway. So yeah, I've got the toolbox on the front as well, which is nice because I can put all the chainsaw gear in there, put a piece of carpet in there to stop it all rattling around and that, which is good. It's nice to be able to bring the chainsaw when I'm hedge trimming. It's got a few little marks on the paintwork, which is a bit disappointing. There and there, and on this side, on there as well. I'll have to touch them up a bit, I think. So yeah, I've got these orange flashing light, LED lights, which I bought ages ago. I was going to put them on the back of the cab at the top, but I never really found anywhere good to put them, so I'm thinking about putting them on here. So when I'm pulling out of gateways and stuff like that, I can turn them on, and people easily see the weight poking out of the gateway. Right, let's go and get on with some hedge trimming. So that's the 8345 pulling the Valistad top down 4 metre. He's working some ground ready for drilling winter barley. This field's already been disced with the Valistad carrier back straight after harvesting, and it's been sprayed with some Roundup. And now it's being cultivated. I can't go out into the field because it's pretty windy out there. I've managed to just sort of tuck myself in by the hedgerow, and so that I'm sheltered from the wind. Sorry about the shakiness, I need to get a tripod. I'm trying to rest on the mud guard of the tractor. So it's got a set of discs on the front, and then a set of deep cultivation legs, and then some like leveling spider discs on the back, and then a packer roller right at the very back. Well, I'm going to go and get on some hedge trimming. I'll catch you later. Okay, so I just came into the grain store. Oh, let me just find a torch. There it is. Just came into the grain store to check the pit. Stay there, buddy. Just to have a quick check on the focus. Yeah, I just came into the grain store to quickly check the pit because it fills up with water. If the pump doesn't work properly, and the pump quite often seems to not work properly, so I just came in and not sure how well you can see, but yeah, there's about 2 foot of water in there. So there's a float on there's a little sump in there that the pump sits down in. There's a float on the pump, and the float obviously got stuck down, and so it ended up filling up with water. I'm supposed to check it every week, check it weekly, but I forgot. I hadn't checked it for a couple of weeks, and it's always when I forget to check it that the pump stops working, typically. So yeah, now I've just pulled on the yellow pipe, what the water comes up on, to pull the pump up out of the sump, and it actually kicked into gear. The pump started working, so it is pumping out right now. So yeah, bloody annoying though. There's quite a lot of water in there. So yeah, I'll get that pumped out and get the pump back into place and hopefully sort the float out. So yeah, well, I guess while I'm in the grain store, might as well do a quick show you around. That right there is the dryer. I don't know a lot about the dryer. My dad runs the grain store. I try not to spend too much time in here. Yeah, there's 2 light burners there for drying the grain. It's like a continuous flow grain store dryer. So yeah, the grain goes in the top and then comes out the bottom dry. So yeah. What else we got in here? We got a cleaner, a grain cleaner, but doesn't really get used that much because the combine's pretty good at cleaning the sample. Got a good combine driver, you see. Don't need a cleaner when you've got a good combine driver. Anyway, so that's a pre-cleaner. Everything goes through that. Basically, it's got a fan on top. The grain comes down this pipe here and into the pre-cleaner, but there's a fan there that sucks off any little bits of chaff and then chucks it out into the waste bin. So yeah, going up again, up more steps. We've got a wet bin there, which any wet grain goes in before you dry it. Normally goes into there. And yeah, and then we've got the dry bins. What is there? There's 8 of them in here. I think they're 100-ton bins. What's that? Oh, we've got oats in here. 2 bins of oats and what's that? 2 bins of wheat. Pretty sure the other 2 are empty. Yeah, so and then obviously we've got the 2 massive flat stores here as well, which have got 2 bays in each one. I think they like 1,000-ton stores, 500-ton on each side, I expect. Yeah, so and then we got more grain storage up at the other farm as well, where Dad lives. So yeah, here we go. Let's quick little look at the grain store. It's fairly new. I think it was all, well, the dryer Most of it was all new in 2012 or 2013, I think it was. Yeah, because it was it was 2012. Was it 2012 when we had a really wet summer? So, and we only had a little dryer in it then. And after that summer, he bought that. I had to put a massive extension on here to fit it in. So yeah, right. Hopefully my water will pump out now. I'll go and get on with something else. I'll catch you in a bit. So there's also this bit in here. This is the grain store office. Where we've got all the control panels and that. All these buttons and that control panel controls, well, yeah, the grain store, all the elevators and conveyors, stuff like that. Cleaner, pre-cleaner, but then that one over there controls the dryer. So yeah. Okay, so I got this little beauty back in the workshop again. The 50 ATM. Somehow, you're right up there. So basically, last time it was in, and I was doing the fan belt and the viscous, I noticed that the exhaust pipe was snapped. Oh. Because where's that in there? Because the gas struts are knackered. Yeah, so that's where it snapped. I'm not sure how well you guys can see. Looks like I'm going to have to go and get some different sockets. Right, oh, I've got the sockets. I've got 12 or 10. Yeah, basically it's this, it was 12. Exhaust, bit of flexi. Exhaust is snapped. Yeah, like I said, I noticed it last time when I was working on it. That was a couple of weeks ago and I've just been waiting on the parts for it, so it's like I'm not off of there. And there's bugger right off. It's nice and warm in here anyway. Tractor's been being used all day, so like I said before, it's coming up. Yeah, its next service is 12,500. So it's done a few. It gets used daily on the livestock. There we go, that's the bit that snapped. I'll show you the new piece. I can get it out of the packet. Shiny. Alright, it's got one. And that bit was at the top, wasn't it? Let's see what's holding on the bottom bit, shall we? What to do with the socket? Oh, that one's got a different bolt head. That one's a regular hex bolt head or nut. What do you reckon? 15? 16? There was no 15 in there. Let's go for a 16 then. Right. 15 would have been right. Come on, you bugger. Yeah, that's him. Get some Stilsons on that. Pretty rough outside. Pretty windy out there. Twisted a bit. Come on, you little bugger. You're going to come out of there, aren't you? That bit don't feel too good down there. Feels like that's all loose. How are we going to get that out of there? Just pull it out with the mole grips. So we want that's a flat clamp and a surrounded one. Brilliant. Pull that old clamp off of there. He says. Put the new one on. New one up there. And we'll put the new bit of pipe in. New shiny bit of pipe. Wedge him in there somehow. Little bugger. Right, he's in. There's not the socket on. There he is. Nice and tight. Another top one. Oh, where's the socket gone for that? It's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is, over there. Ow. 12. Set that on there like that. Socket. Ratchet on there. I'm gonna wiggle, make sure it seats properly.
want any leaks and do them up. Trying to do this as quick as I can. Tight. There you go. Nice and stiff. Jobs are good. Nice little quick fix. Right. Get rid of this load of junk. Pack the tools away. Oh, that belt's alright, isn't it? Yep. Viscous, fan's not hanging off. Job is a good one. Right. Should probably get some new gas struts for this. But, oh no, it wasn't the gas struts that broke. It was the mounts where the gas struts join onto that broke. And I tried fixing that a couple of times. But no, I kept breaking off again. Right, I'll catch you in a bit.
Right, so that's hedge trimming all finished for now, anyway. So next job is to wash it all off. Get it cleaned up, ready for the next job. I'll come back in a minute. There we go. Hopefully that looks a bit different, considering I just spent 45 minutes pressure washing. Hedge trimmer's nice and cleaned up as well. I mean, most of the time I was spent cleaning all the crap out from around the back end, because it just clogs up with dust and hedge trimmings, basically. All the hedge trimmings get stuck in there. And it makes a right mess in there. So yeah, obviously I've taken the bonnet guard off as well. So the next job is to take the hedge trimmer off. There we go, it's gone. And funny enough, in the background you can see the next piece of kit that's actually going to be hooked up. It's the weaving drill. Yeah, hopefully next week we're going to get her ready to go drilling and get some seed in the ground. As long as we don't get too much rain over the weekend. I'm sort of stood back in the barn a little bit because it is really windy out there. Blowing a gale. So yeah, next week we'll get that drill hooked up. Morning guys, how's it going? Welcome to Friday. Hope you've all had a good week. Hope you haven't been blown away. It's been a bit of a windy one, hasn't it? We actually had some rain last night. The only bit of rain we've had all week was last night, as in Thursday night. It's a bit sunny here. Sorry about the sun. Yeah, so as you can see right now, I'm just loading some straw on this lorry out of the old cow sheds. Yeah, selling some straw. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't actually get around to doing any work on the weaving drill this week, what with one thing and another. It's been pretty busy, mainly been hedge trimming this week, but I've got all that done now, so which is good. So yeah, next week will be the week of hopefully get drilling. If we don't get too much rain over the weekend, we'll get the weaving drill on next week and get her all ready to go. Yeah, so like I always say, thanks very much for watching my videos. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoy watching them. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up. Oh, the other thing is ring the little bell on the subscribe, next to the subscribe, because I'm going to do a live stream at some point in the next couple of weeks when I'm drilling. It'll be one evening, and then when I pop up live, it'll notify you then that I'm live, so you better come and see me live. So yeah, Thanks very much for watching. I shall see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.